Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And to say it has been a miserable season for the Carolina Panthers, and first overall pick Bryce Young would be an understatement. Of course, the Panthers have already fired their head coach Frank Reich. And second overall pick, CJ Stroud has looked much better in his rookie season than Bryce Young has, although I watched the Jets Texans game today, and that was easily Stroud's worst game as a professional, but it still might have been better than Bryce Young's. Let's take a look here. So, Saints won 28-6 over the Panthers. Panthers fall to 1-12 on the season, 0-8 on the road. Look at Bryce Young's final numbers: 13 for 36, 137 yards, only averaging 3.8 yards per attempt. Didn't throw an interception. One originally was called an interception. It was changed into a fumble. Man, if you see it, it was absolutely brutal. Just basically a microcosm of the Panthers season. Wasn't even necessarily Young's fault. I mean, the Saints just came hot and heavy. Zero pass protection on the play, and Young just really had no chance. But again, just couldn't get anything going. No touchdowns generated by the Panthers. While Derek Carr looked just as bad for pretty much the first half, he became much better in the second half and helped guide the Saints to an easy 22-point win. Here was one of his throws via Ian Hartit's X page. Quick 7 seconds. He's got Jonathan Mingo deep. Should be easy 6. Just overthrew him. Fortunately, that's how it's gone. I believe he doesn't have one deep touchdown pass this season. We take a look at his game log. So this is the second consecutive game where he has completed less than half his passes, and today he barely completed more than 1/3 of them. Took another 4 sacks. It's 3 straight games with 4 sacks taken. He's taken at least 4 sacks in 9 of his 12 appearances. So again, the line isn't really doing him any favors, but excuses only. It's a lot his fault as well. As his completion percentage is now under 60%. His yards per attempt were 5.4, probably went down to like 5.2 after this game. You see QBR, an ESPN metric, basically 50 is average. He's only had 2 appearances where he's had over a 50 QBR, high of 58.9 in a game he didn't even score a touchdown against the Bears. Take a look at the remaining schedule: Falcons, Packers, at Jaguars, and Buccaneers. So 3 of their final 4 at home, but every one of those teams battling for the playoffs. Falcons, Buccaneers looking for that NFC South crown. Packers have been doing great of late. Play the Giants tomorrow night. Jaguars, while they lost today, still look like the heavy favorites to win the AFC South. So my question is, should the Panthers bench Bryce Young for these final 4 games? Because to be honest, Andy Dalton started 1 game this season, and that appearance was probably better than any performance Bryce Young has put together this year. As Dalton threw for well over 300 yards in that game with 2 touchdowns. You could say maybe if they had their draft pick, just keep starting Young. So you could get that first overall pick, because right now it's pretty. A lot of people would believe that Andy Dalton gives the Panthers a better chance to win, but since they don't own that pick, should you just reset, wait till next year, give him more offensive weapons? I mean, their best offensive weapon is 33-year-old Adam Thielen, who started off the season in superb fashion, but has really regressed as the season has gone on. Maybe improve the offensive line just to give Bryce Young more of a chance. I mean, I'm not saying his career's over. I did a video I don't know, 5, 6 days ago. 10 quarterbacks who have struggled as rookies and went on to have excellent careers. So it's not like he would be the first to have a bad rookie season and all of a sudden become good. But man, it has not looked good for Bryce Young and the Panthers this season. Is Andy Dalton the right choice to make for these final 4 games, or do you just stick with Bryce Young? Hope he makes some improvements and can build on some positive momentum heading into next season. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.